Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Bass. How low can you go? Death row? What a brother knows.
I'm Addonis Green.
And I'm Lucas Burr. And this is a Contemporary Inconvenience. So Addonis,
That's not bad.
what are you afraid of?
All different stuff. I feel like fear has different levels.
Yes.
Because I don't want to say, well, I guess like elementary would be a good word. Like, I'm not a big fan of heights and things like that, but
I think that's a normal human
You know what
thing,
I mean?
though. I think, like, biologically, your reaction to things that are external threats, like our ancestors, like venomous animals,
Right.
heights, water, I think stuff like that. Yeah, it's valid, of course. But I know some people aren't afraid of heights.
Mhm.
I know some people that won't go up on a ladder at work.
yeah, 100%.
Chad!
Yeah, but like, I honestly do think there are like levels to fears.
Definitely.
And I also feel like there's just certain things that I might never feel that's fearful to me. You might never feel that's fearful to you. Like,
Well, okay.
there's a lot of things. Where are we gonna go with this?
One of my growing up
Okay, we'll start like that. Growing up, and we'll
during the
gradually-
Cold War,
of course.
my number one fear, and it still is pretty big, was nuclear war. Because there was the threat of nuclear war.
Right. When you
You know,
practice
it was kind.
stupid
It wasn't like a
get under your desk. That's going to save you.
yeah, duck and cover and all that. So that would be something that would be generational. Like, I don't think your generation would have that as big of a fear as that.
Mhm.
As I'm not a boomer. What the hell did I just almost say?
Definitely not.
I'm Gen X.
Gen X,
Oh,
Gen
shit.
A.
What are you considered? Millennial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, we're really bridging the gap here.
Mhm.
Gen X, millennial. Wow.
Black, white.
Which
Don't
one was
matter
which?
if you what?
What? So basically, that's something that I don't think you would wake up in a sweat over every night.
Okay, but like for instance, I don't remember exactly what grade, but I was still in elementary school. We walked into social studies that day thinking we were watching a movie, and it was the Twin Towers.
Oh,
being
yeah.
attacked. Maybe not to the same extent as Mother Russia coming over.
Well,
here.
no, that I'm gonna.
But still, like
No.
I knew, like
that was real palpable fear that I think everybody felt that day. Especially,
Yeah.
how old were you?
8.
Oh wow! See, I can't even imagine seeing, because that was obviously life changing for all of us here in the United States. I woke up to see the second plane hit the tower, and I immediately thought it's the end of the world. Like,
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. So that talk about fear. That's a
that
big
was
one.
definitely big.
Yeah, and that's obviously, nation changing event. Yeah, like something like that you have no control over whatsoever.
No,
You know, like you can be afraid of being in a car accident, and it may make you a more cautious driver. You could be afraid of getting diseases like diabetes and cancer,
Mhm.
and you could change your diet, and that will affect the outcome of something like that. But when an external force is coming in and doing something that you have absolutely no
control over, exactly.
that's one of the things when I was a kid.
It's a very scary feeling.
Yeah, nothing felt as disgusting as that. What year were you born?
93.
Okay, so you didn't get to see the LA riots when you were, because you weren't alive.
I seen the Toledo North Side riots.
I remember watching the LA riots live on TV when I got home from school, and that guy they pulled out of the truck and were beating. It was live on CNN, and I remember just pure. I don't know if it was pure fear. I think it pretty much, basically that could happen.
Right.
I mean, that guy was just driving. He was at the wrong intersection at the wrong time.
So let me ask this though. So in that instance, are you fearful for yourself? Are you fearful for others? Are you fearful that society? You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's happening.
That's just it's terrifying to think that somebody could be in that situation.
Right.
I mean,
hey, that's scary being black.
I don't blame.
I was gonna get there, but since that is definitely one of my fears.
We've both.
It's a weird thing to say, but
yeah. Well, yeah, in this country,
yeah,
in Trump's America, I'm not cutting that.
No. There's so many variables.
Oh yeah.
Kind of going steering a little bit towards a more serious. There's so many people I know that either have a license to carry or carry not in just because like, hey, I can carry a gun,
but hey, I might need this.
I don't want to lose my life today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a scary thought for, I don't care what color you are,
Yeah.
to live in a world like that where you have to think like that. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I used to be scared of Medusa as a kid.
Wonderful segue.
Comedic relief.
Because you saw Clash of the Titans or something?
So
or you saw like a line drawing?
I read this book and it showed like the 100 scariest monsters, and my sister and our cousins thought it was really funny to push the fact that Medusa freaked me out.
Oh yeah.
So whenever I was being a little shithead,
they would bring up Medusa.
Yeah. And
well, she can turn you to stone.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
I was not.
Plus, the bitch has snakes for hair.
I was not dealing with that at all.
No, mythological. Ugh. I mean, think about it. Again, our ancestors looking up at the moon, and it was like, what is this thing in the
exactly?
sky? And then when there's an eclipse, talk about fear. Think about the fear that people felt in Africa in like 8 BC, when the normal moon that never does anything different, all of a sudden just starts changing color or form or something. Oh yeah, that had to fucking freak people out. Comets.
You're scared so much that you start to worship it.
Yeah, exactly. Comets, stuff like that. You know. Yeah. So what would you say is the difference between like an external threat type fear or the generalized anxiety bullshit that we carry around with us today? Because one of my versions of fear that makes my stomach drop, like I'm not totally horrible with social situations. I'm not great. I think I'm on the spectrum for sure.
I feel you on that.
But I'll be talking to a guest at work and I'll just get this, just like anxiety, weird feeling just interacting with other humans. I'd say baseline, that's probably like a 3% problem. But still.
It's definitely still a big problem.
Yeah.
Because I always felt like I was very awkward in social situations. You know what really helped, honestly? But I still get it from time to time, just depending on what the situation is. Working a register at a ghetto-ass Circle K.
That would probably break
people
a few fears.
Saying whatever they want. Yeah, you gotta speak up. So, but I feel like the biggest difference in those is that there is a factor that you can control.
Yeah, you might have a certain amount of control over it. Yeah.
But like you said, those external things where...
that brings up a good... before I was medicated for generalized anxiety / panic disorder, I would have panic attacks at work, which is totally debilitating and just a horrible situation. And I had to ring this customer up at the old craft store, and my heart literally I'm not even joking, it was like that fast, and I'm just dumping sweat and I'm ringing him up, and I remember thinking like, what if I have a heart attack and die in front of this guy?
Right.
And it was just because the act of making change to me was the most terrifying concept, because I was young and your first real job kind of situation. So what about monsters besides Medusa? For me, it's zombies. I'm not even lying. This is not even a fucking joke. I have been terrified of zombies since 1980.
Okay.
So, from watching, horror films on TV with my parents and stuff. But what sealed the deal for me, my grandma Bert died in 82. And what year did Michael Jackson's Thriller come out? Was it 82 or 83?
I'll just say 80. 82.
82, around that time. About. Fact check!
Hey! The job is still open, man. Nobody contacted us about this fact checker job. It literally pays nothing. But you'll have a great experience.
It was fun. You could sit right there.
Literally.
This sounds horrible, but I didn't know anything about death. You're a little kid. I was, 7? And Grandma Bert died. Okay, you tell me that. Doesn't really connect in your head when you're little. There was a zombie in Michael Jackson's Thriller that looked just like my Grandma Bert.
Oh, god damn!
And I swear to God, when they do this part...
Grandma was hitting that shit, huh?
I fucking envisioned my recently deceased grandmother as an undead, cadaverous, dancing thing in a wedding dress. And ever since then, zombies are I still have chronic nightmares about zombies.
That's scary.
I have this recurring nightmare. And it's happened every year since I was little. I mean, sometimes multiple times. There's a couple, but this one... Okay, desert, right?
Okay.
Nighttime,
night,
moonlight. It's
What kind of moon is it?
full.
Full
Of course. It's a
Okay,
horror.
just making sure.
Chain link fence that stretches as far as the eye can see.
They bought it from Menards.
Yes, they did. Oh, and they saved 11%.
Woo!
Save 11% on your chain link fences to keep out zombies. When you... I hate my life.
It's so bad.
So, I'm on one side of the chain link fence.
Okay.
And on the other side of the chain link fence, I'm walking this way. Just a soundless, unending line of dead people are walking past me. With various stages of decomposition.
Nope.
Empty eye sockets.
Nope.
Suits. Dresses. It is fucking
That's what would get me, the attire. I don't know why.
I know.
I don't know why.
Don't you think?
But the better you look
the
dead,
better you look
freaks
dead,
me
the
out.
scarier it is. Yeah, fuck these
Like,
running.
why are you in an Armani suit, dude?
Exactly. Yeah, because it's what people were buried in. It's what people were fucking buried in. Terrifying. And then the other one happens a lot too. And I swear I just had this one like a month ago. Playground.
Okay.
Fall. Leaves falling. A little boy and a little girl are swinging on swings. I come around to look at the front of them. Their faces are skulls. That's it.
And you just wake up?
Yep.
That's fucking creepy.
And these are 2 recurring zombie dreams of it. Or there'll be the siege dream, where I'm somewhere and I'm besieged by them and stuff. But I mean, I'm not even joking, between nuclear war and zombies, like, one is somewhat, I wouldn't want to say attainable in the real world, because we don't want it. One could happen, one could never happen. I mean, I'm not a zombie and I can barely move. I'm 47 and none of my parts work. If you were dead, you're not going to be doing shit.
There are zombies out there.
When you shop Menards.
Exactly. Dolls were my biggest thing.
That is bad too.
My mom kept like these little baby dolls, and she told me this story one time where she had a dream that they came alive. They were alive.
No, yeah, anything little that's coming after you.
And this was the most scary part to me. She said they broke out into like song and dance.
That's terrifying.
That is so scary to me.
That is scary.
And so every time I went in there, like,
are they well dressed too?
They were beautiful dolls.
Yeah, of course they have little
beautiful
frilly,
dolls, like
lacy things.
Porcelain, like they were amazing.
No.
And I'm just like, them shits better not be woke when I go in there, because
that is something that is, if you think about it, really scary. Yeah. Like when you're a kid and there's like even like a Raggedy Ann. Well, of course, what is that movie?
Like Annabelle.
Annabelle and stuff. Because the real one's a Raggedy.
Yeah.
Raggedy Ann. My neighbor, somebody had a Raggedy Ann, and I fucking couldn't stand that thing. And it never did anything to me.
Nope.
But just sitting there like, hi, what are you doing today? You know what I'm saying?
I'm good. Yeah.
I think the more porcelainy and beautiful, the more terrifying.
And they were so well crafted and just scared the shit out of me.
Well, you're always expecting them to move.
That's what I always waited for. That's what I always.
Were they on like a little beautiful display? And
yes.
Like
yes. And there was a mirror near them.
Mirrors.
Bad.
Mirrors.
Hey, don't be in the mirror talking to your fucking self.
No shit.
Don't ask any questions to yourself in the mirror. Please don't.
Always scared me ever since I was a kid. Still freak me out.
And then Homeboy dropped Us.
What?
Jordan Peele.
Mirrors? Oh yeah. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, man.
I know. It's been a long day.
It's okay.
No, that Bloody Mary bullshit. My neighbors trying to pull that shit. I mean, like, go in the bathroom at midnight.
Mm-hmm. Do it. She's so hot when she comes out. Did you do it?
I think we did it. I mean, we were like 6 or 7. Like, what? Nothing happened, but still, I don't like mirrors. They freak me out.
No.
Especially when you accidentally catch yourself in the reflection and you
like,
scare yourself.
Who's this ugly piece of shit? Oh, it's me.
What about the fear of drowning?
Huge. I almost drowned as a kid.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I actually have a drowning dream that happens a lot.
So how did you almost drown as a kid?
I just jumped in to a pool when my dad lived in an apartment complex, and you know what I'm saying, had a pool, and I just like shit
sunk like a stone.
All in.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother hopped in and got
pulled
my
you out.
ass out. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I would say that's a big one.
Black people can swim, contrary to popular belief. But yes, some people do have a fear of water.
But how old were you?
I was 4.
Yeah,
maybe?
see, I don't know if a 4-year-old should be unsupervised
No, I'm not
by a
fucking
pool.
Michael Phelps at 4 years old. Yeah, drowning is... Bro, I just don't like the water, period. Because I don't like seafood. I don't like the fact... I don't like the fact that, 20 to 30% of the ocean has been Yeah, that's what I'm fearful of.
Okay, you want to talk about fear. You want to think about what's living at the bottom of the unexplored ocean.
I don't.
And it's like this. And it's got tentacles.
I don't want exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac's probably down there too.
I would have to say that I think about like a sperm whale or the giant squid.
Mm-hmm.
Like my cousin and I, when I was in New York, at the American Museum of Natural History, there's a diorama, bigger than this room,
right,
of a life-size sperm whale with a giant squid attached to it, and we called it benthic hell. Because, like anything on the bottom of the ocean is fucking terrifying. Yeah, if you think about, okay, you're swimming, and there's a 30-foot long squid, you don't stand a chance.
No, you're done.
Just like
you're dead as fuck.
Just like our off-camera shark conversation.
Exactly.
Something that is primitive, that hasn't evolved in millions of years, that's all teeth.
It's a killing machine.
And all it just wants food.
Exactly.
Like you're a Cheez-It. It sees you and you're just a fucking Cheez-It.
Cheez-It.
Yeah, and that is, just think about, like, lions. How terrifying is a fucking lion? Apex predator.
It's crazy.
This video that I watched on YouTube, I showed Dylan at work. It's from, like, the early 70s. This idiot, moron, asshole, and his family are on safari. And he gets out of the fucking car to walk up to a lion, and the whole pride.
Can I be racist right now?
Yeah, be racist.
Was he fucking white?
Yes, of course he was white.
All right, go ahead.
Like Peter said in Dawn of the Dead, ain't it a shame? The only sucker who could miss with this gun the only person that could miss with this gun is the sucker with the bread to buy it.
Oh my
His
God.
wife and kids watch him being mauled to death, and you just see like a leg here with a sock. A leg here with a sock, and then this part, and the lion's just, and this babe, this like 2-year-old is screaming at the window. Wonderful video, I recommend it.
And it's on YouTube, huh?
It's on YouTube. So yeah, like the fact that you can be taken out, like Timothy Treadwell. Do you see Grizzly Man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just nature is terrifying.
Nature is definitely terrifying.
Talk about fears.
Yeah, I don't want to be stranded. Like all those people out there who can like fend for themselves and like would fucking go on naked and afraid and stuff like that. More power to you. I am going to be useless in that situation.
Yeah, if you
unless you need a complainer, I am not going to be a useful asset.
If you want to talk about true primal fear, like being stranded somewhere or stuck somewhere, nature-wise, and not knowing how you're going to get back, that's terrifying.
Hell yeah.
Like my friends and I in high school went to Sterling State Park in Monroe, and there's like a rock wall, but it was covered in ice. Because we went out in the middle of the winter, we screw out in the middle of winter. Mm-hmm. Well, we climbed to the top of it, to the chain link fence, and realized when we got to the top, we could not get down because it was just basically a sheet of ice. And we were terrified. Like, are we going to fucking freeze to death up here?
It wasn't if you had no black friends, what you did you?
No.
Because if you did, he would have told y'all ass to get y'all ass down. Just saying.
Eventually we did it, but like, here's one big one when I was a kid. When I was 2 or 3, we lived at a trailer park.
I just want to let you know it's amazing that you can recall things.
I remember everything.
That's a blessing.
Well, I don't remember this exactly, but this leads up to the fear. Because I was told, I do remember a lot. I have I remember too much. I remember everything that's ever happened and every slight against me. So any of you fuckers out there watching that fucked with me, I'm coming for you.
Hard.
Thank you.
No problem.
# hard. Tornadoes. I'm not anymore, but from birth to the time I was in my early 20s, I was terrified of tornadoes. Because a tornado dropped a tree on my neighbor's trailer and killed her and her baby.
Damn. Fuck!
Yeah, I didn't see it or anything, but my mom told me
I was
about
damning at the tree. I didn't even let the other part process.
Oh, yeah.
Yet.
That's what my mom told me when I was younger.
That's wild. My house was struck by lightning as a kid.
That's terrifying, too. My grandma Bert supposedly was hit by lightning when she was pregnant with my Uncle Daryl.
Damn.
And when he turned 19, he had white hair.
Into
white hair. Powder.
Turned into a fucking, Static Shock.
John Travolta. I don't know what that meant. John Travolta terrifies me. He's bald and he's weird.
Oh my God. So are you fearful of him?
I wouldn't like to run into him in a dark alley.
Mm-mm. No, not one bit. Oh my God. What else?
Deer. I'm afraid of deer.
Why?
Because Janice got hit by a deer last year.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom just got hit by a deer last week. And Janice, I know you're watching this.
Are they hitting
I'm telling
the
the
deers?
story. No, the deer are hitting them.
The deers are driving?
Yes, the deer's driving a fucking souped up Mad Max Dodge Charger with machine.
Oh my god.
No. At 9 o'clock in the morning, a deer came out in front of Jesus' mom, bonked into the side of her car, and then I guess the damn thing was crying and screaming in pain. And now her mom has to deal with the psychological trauma of seeing a large animal squealing in pain.
Her mom put it down?
No, somebody had to come and do it.
Damn.
But my thing is I drive on Telegraph to work every day. It's a 19-mile commute.
Woo!
Shut up. There are always deer dead on the side of the road. I have a Ford Focus, a 2006 Ford Focus.
26.
What would happen if a fucking 12-point buck jumped in front of a 2006 Ford
Bro,
Focus?
You got a nice straight punch. Go ahead. Nice.
I would be dead. Think about it. I'd wrap my car around a fucking buck.
Yeah, probably.
So that scares the shit out of me. Cancer scares the shit out of me.
I was just going to say...
Disease.
Disease. I live with this fear every day.
Me too.
I have cancer.
Oh, I have a good cancer story. Do you have a good cancer story?
I don't know if any cancer story is good.
Can I tell my cancer story?
Of course, go ahead.
Here's my cancer story. This is my fear. So anyway, when I was young, growing up, my aunt had cancer.
Right.
I think it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I always remember she would go through chemotherapy and stuff, and her hair would either fall out or turn colors and stuff. So it kind of shaped my whole, because she's my favorite person on earth, you know?
Right.
So it shaped my whole upbringing. It's like I'm so terrified of this horrible, ravaging disease. So when Owen was like 1 or 2, I felt a lump in my testicle.
Ooh.
Have I told you this story?
I think you might have.
I'm telling it on the podcast now. Is that
these are the stories I've been waiting for.
These are one of the stories.
Let's go.
So I have a lump in my testicle, and I'm
Lumped
just
up.
shitting bullets, like shitting bullets, because I smoke. I'm a smoker, and I drink alcohol, and I do all these other things. So of course there's risk factors with the family and everything. So I finally get up enough courage. I get the balls.
That's punny.
Fact check. Oh wait, that has nothing to do with it.
No.
That is punny.
No one's checking your balls.
I have to get my testicle checked because I find a lump in my nut. And guys out there,
he's clapping like a black
if
woman.
If you have a lump in your nut, if you have a lump in your nut, if you have a lump in your nut, get it checked out. It's no joke, right?
No, it's not.
Do you have any lumpy nuts?
No, I'm good.
How are your nuts?
Smooth as eggs.
Should we palpate them right now on camera?
I don't know if we're gonna.
We might get more viewers.
Do you know people don't like when I say smooth as eggs?
Why? What's up?
I don't know. I heard Dave Chappelle say it one time, and I thought that's a perfect
Smooth
way to describe
as eggs.
balls.
Gross! No, they're lumpy as walnuts.
Okay, I guess
they're furry and stinky.
Yeah, but I guess in this sense, he was talking about like Botox balls.
Welcome to the Testicle Podcast.
Yeah, this is supposed to be about fears.
People Botox their balls?
I don't know. It was
Talk
like
about
Dave
fear.
Chappelle.
Don't get a needle near my nut.
No.
No
yes.
needles. No needles. No,
Huge
not November.
fear.
No needles. Oh, needles. Is that a big fear for you?
Yeah, I don't like needles. No, I'm sorry to people who like love tattoos and stuff like that. I've literally cussed out many a nurses trying to give me shots.
What about IV?
I have never had to have an IV.
Lucky.
Thank God.
It
At least I
sucks.
don't remember. I might have. I don't know.
It sucks.
I've got a shot in my butt that really did it for me, and I was allergic.
Shot to the butt.
I was allergic to penicillin.
You're in pain.
I was allergic to penicillin.
Oh, that's bad.
I find out by having to get a shot in my butt. So, yeah. No, I hate needles. What else don't I like? I guess not. What else am I?
Let me finish my nut. Let me get my nut off.
Go ahead and get your nut off.
So anyway, I had a lump in my nut.
Go ahead and finish.
I had a lump in my nut. Here's the best part of the story. I'm afraid I'm going to die of testicular cancer.
Right.
So I go to a urologist. He tells me to go get an ultrasound. This is where the story gets hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I go to get the ultrasound. I've never done this before.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Never been pregnant.
I'm scared. Because I think I might be dying. The ultrasound technician is very attractive. Chestnut hair, freckles, pregnant. She was cute. And I'm like already put off my, oh fuck, she's really nice, and I hear she's gonna look at my
She's
nuts.
already pregnant, so I can't get her pregnant.
Not that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So she's like, okay, here's the gown, disrobe. I'll come back in the room and we'll do the ultrasound.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Simple enough.
I disrobe, take off all my street clothes, put on the...
Did you keep your shoes on? They hate when you keep your shoes on.
I don't remember. Put on the backwards thing, sit in the chair. My nuts slapping this cold leather chair. Oh my God. She comes back in. No, here's the punch.
Like a Halloween fucking...
Well, here's the punchline.
The
here's the punchline when she comes back in. She says, no, I need you on the gurney.
Oh.
That's the chair I sit in.
So you done dragged your fucking
nuts all over her
nuts under... Oh my God.
So then this really adorable, attractive, cute, chestnut-haired, freckled, brown-eyed beauty who's pregnant... Chestnut-haired. I got a thing for chestnut hair. She is laughing while I transfer to the gurney, still thinking I'm dying of testicles. She's laughing? Well, to her, you could tell the smirk. Proceeds to gel up my testes.
Because your nuts are tucked between your ass?
Yeah.
Like your nuts.
And then does the ultrasound, and it was really humiliating, and I didn't have testicular cancer.
Here, bro. Come here.
Thank you.
I'm sorry she laughed at your nuts, dog.
Going back to needles. Now that story's over with. I had the greatest fear of needles for years. What happened was I had mono in high school.
Kissing.
No, it's not from kissing. It's just a disease.
Bro, it's from fucking kissing.
I was making out.
That's what I was told in like 7th grade.
I had mono in high school, and I had to get
that bitch had mono. She was kissing niggas.
Are you listening
We're not
to
cutting
me? This
that.
might help you with your needle phobia.
Go ahead.
So I had mono, and I was sick, like a fever of 117 every day.
Oh my God.
Not really. So I go get blood work done at the hospital.
Right.
Well, the thing is I never realized this. They did the blood work, and of course, I have a fever. I don't feel good. I pass out. I don't feel good. So because of that, in like 93, I would not get a shot, would not do anything, for years. Then when Pat Catans made us have mandatory physicals for health insurance, I realized the only reason I felt so disgusted by the needles is because I was already sick. I already felt horrible. I already had a fever. That's why it made me pass out. Now I can get blood drawn, no problem. I got 20 COVID vaccines. I got, every time my back goes out at work, I get a fucking shot in my ass.
Damn, I'm just a pussy.
Just get a needle.
Needles, bro.
A needle's fine.
You know what I'm really fearful of?
What?
And this has a lot of complex layers. Waking up during surgery.
Happened to me.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Where is all your fucking money at?
No, it wasn't surgery per se. I will say
I'm talking about your out on the table.
Yeah, no.
And they all up in your guts and you wake up.
No, but it was maxillofacial surgery. I was having my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh.
And I woke up to
him was yanking
with seeing, you know how they wear the face shields?
Yeah.
The blood specking his face shield.
It looks like an alien.
Yes. And I was like, and he was like, put him out.
Like a damn fire. Put him out.
Yeah, because they don't want you waking up during that shit.
No, I mean, I understand why they would not want that.
Here's another good fear. Fatherhood. Something I've experienced personally.
Yeah, I'm scared of fatherhood.
The first time Jennifer got pregnant with, what's the oldest one's name? Gleason? Owen! The first time Jennifer got pregnant, we'll see if these fuckers watch this podcast. Dude! I was terrified, mortified. What the fuck? We wanted to do it. We did it. Then this happened. I'm like, holy shit, that's huge.
I just want you to know I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Because it has to do with... Go ahead.
Okay. So we go to the hospital, all this stuff happens, blah, blah. You know how it is. It's crazy, it's frantic, blah, blah. It's our first baby, blah, blah, blah. The fear, palpable. He comes out to get him out to do an episiotomy where they slash from the tank. They slash the tank. Blood goes sploosh all over the floor. Owen had a big head. Sorry, Owen. They pull him out. Jennifer's like, am I dying? I'm like, no, you're fine. We got to stitch you up.
The tank just cut.
That fear dissipated when they handed me that little bundle of baby. And I looked down at my son, and I was the first one to hold my son.
He said, Daddy.
And he
probably did not say that.
No, he was like, Father, I love you. I'm the Pope. No, but I will say that certain things in life make the fear just go right the fuck away. And the second I held Owen Dennis Burke, I was a goddamn dad. And I was a great dad up until like 6 or 7 years ago. Now I don't care anymore.
You're still a great dad, man.
Yeah. So what's your follow-up question?
Were you scared of sex the first time? Were you just ever afraid of sex?
The first time I had sex was, I know this, September 12th, 1990.
Damn, boy, I was 3 years not born yet.
I was dating blank, blank, blank. I can't say her name because
can't say
public.
That. Yeah.
But we decided to have sexual intercourse. I was 16, going on 17. And she was, I think, 17. So it was...
Hey, thank God.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was making
younger.
sure were you about to drop an age.
We heavy petted for a very, very long time.
That's hot.
And this is, I don't know where the fuck where the show's going now. When it came to it, though, yes, it was pure terror. Mm-hmm. We had to wait for her parents to be out of the house. My mom dropped me off at her house, but my mom thought her parents were going to be there the whole time. Her parents are going out. Her parents bubble. You know, when you're a fucking teenager, you do this shit. Don't judge me. You don't know me.
You don't know him.
Motherfuckers. It lasted 12 seconds.
Good job.
She thought she was pregnant instantly.
That's exactly.
I don't think I even came.
So
I don't think I even came.
I automatically thought before the first time I had sex, you were going to get AIDS.
Yes.
And you were going to get the girl
pregnant. Yep. I thought that a condom didn't make a damn bit of difference.
Nope.
Yep. That it would jump around somehow.
They make a difference in some areas.
She had a hysterical pregnancy. Talk about fear.
Oh, so she would have went to jail in 1922.
No, she was 17.
I'm talking about back in...
We were both underage.
I'm saying, but like in those ages, if she would have had a hysterical pregency...
Oh, yeah. Back, they would have put her in a sanitarium. No, but basically what happened is we had sex September 12th, 1990. Don't ask me why. If he said, I remember everything, so fuck you.
Yeah. Ooh.
September, October, November. She didn't have a period.
She was pregnant as fuck.
I was sweating bullets.
You thought about to be 16 and pregnant, huh?
Yeah. Well, what happened was she had convinced herself she was pregnant.
Oh, man.
I'm not even joking. When I pulled
mind
out,
is that strong?
When I pulled out, she was like, "Am I pregnant?" It was fucking terrifying. Sex is not good, people. Do not have it. Am I gonna die someday? I mean, totally serious. I know that was,
serious as shit.
That was stupid. But I think that mortality has to be one of the greatest fears.
Yeah, I agree. I truly don't believe anyone that says, like, I'm not afraid
of death. Yeah, exactly.
Or anything like this. You can be prepared.
Yeah.
You can tell yourself you're okay with it, but I don't think that you can, like, not be fearful of it. Like, the other night, I was laying in bed, and I just started to think, like, if I didn't wake up in the morning, not even, like, the outside world of, like, my mom and dad reacting and friends and but, like, where... That's what I'm most fearful of. Like, what's afterward? What's afterward? Am I going to fucking just start another life?
Yeah.
Is it purgatory? Is there truly a heaven and a hell? Like, I feel like that's one of the scariest things. Is it just a black abyss and you are truly just eternally asleep? Like,
yeah. I think either version of death is terrifying if you think about it. So say you die and your daily routine is interrupted. Nothingness. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Nothingness is scary as shit.
I mean, it's not like sleeping because when you sleep, you dream.
And I think there's a difference between being alone and nothingness.
Exactly.
Existing and...
non-existence.
And being aware of that.
Yeah.
That would... Oh my God.
I think about it this way. Here's when you're born. Here's when you die. Now, the space before you were born, you have no knowledge of whatsoever.
You have nothing.
Space after you die, what if it's exactly the same? So you're telling me that in all of eternity, all of us get this.
That much?
There's a foot-long sub.
There's no way.
You get a foot-long sub.
Life is a $5 foot-long.
You get a $5 foot-long.
They don't have those, by the way, so don't go to the subway. I promise promise you they're not $5 in this economy.
Not in this economy. Thanks a lot, Biden.
Maybe we might get some viewers because you said that.
I did say Biden. Still just talking about zombies.
Go. Let's circle back.
Burn. No, but seriously, I can remember even when I was in my 20s. You ever get those late nights? You've been up too long. You're by yourself, and just that mortal fear hits you, and you're like, "I'm gonna die someday."
Yes.
Someday
That's exactly how I was.
This beautiful, handsome vessel of peak masculinity will be buried underground or cremated or whatever. Like, what happens? My consciousness, where will it go? Where will all my funny jokes go? And my awesome ideas? And my whining? Where's my whining bitchiness every day going to go? Is it going to...
And I mean, like, if you truly believe in, like, the transfer of energy, like, energy can't die. It has to
just
go
keeps
somewhere.
going.
It has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's terrifying to think about.
It really is.
But... Again, going back to not knowing anything before and maybe not knowing anything after. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there, like our ghost stories and stuff we've talked about in previous episodes. I mean, I'm thinking the universe is such a big place.
It's crazy, man.
Bro, the universe is such
so
a big.
big.
It's massive, bro.
Crazy.
Oh my God, do you even see the size of the universe?
It's like
so big, all encompassing. Yes, it's weird to think about. Like, will I see my grandmother again? You know, like, I don't want to think of an existence eternally without my children.
No,
you know, the love I have for Owen and Jack to me transcends death. And then they say, you live on through the memories of others. Fuck that shit. Like, I don't want to live on in the memory of some other asshole who didn't see me the way I see me.
Oh my God, dude.
Like, I don't want to be like,
You sound like the dude from The Crucible.
I'm like the dude, what?
John
Wick?
Yeah. All I have is my name.
I'm not familiar.
You've never seen The Crucible?
No.
Bro, I've seen The Crucible.
You've never seen The Crucible? Bro, I've seen The Crucible, he said, scratching his eye.
I have, though.
I have never seen The Crucible.
To piggyback off of what you were saying, though, so from watching the Boondocks, there's known knowns.
Yeah.
Known unknowns. And unknown unknowns. The unknown unknowns, things you don't know about.
You have no concept whatsoever.
Those are fucking scary.
It is terrifying.
Don't know about because you don't know they exist.
Yeah.
Then there's things you do know about but you have never experienced.
Yes.
And then you have all of your own experiences.
Yes. And that's the thing too with experience. It's like you have your set. You have what has happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
You hear all these stories that happen to other people. And it's like, it's hard to fathom, anything outside your sphere.
It is.
Like, your sphere of pain, your sphere of whatever, joy, happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is death? I mean, we know death occurs.
Mm-hmm.
We have seen loved ones die. I've been to funerals. I've seen the waxy skin of someone I once loved.
I've seen people put in the ground.
Exactly. And then the finality of that's going to happen to me someday. Okay, good example, weird example. The girl I was dating, the first girl I ever really dated, her grandfather died when we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to, it was a Catholic mass, 3 hours of all that rigmarole. Her little brother was like 8 or 9, and he didn't know this person, right? Because it was a split family, and it was like her, whatever,
Yeah.
I looked over in the church, and he was bawling. And I'm thinking, wow, he really must miss this old guy that died. And I thought, no. He's not crying for the man that died.
Nope.
He's crying because he's terrified of his immortality. Makes you think.
It really does. Because if an 8 or 9-year-old kid...
Well, yeah.
But I mean, if we thought about these types of things, why wouldn't little Junior at the funeral think about it as well?
Yes, Junior did think about it. Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
But I mean, I don't think you can be so afraid of death that you can't live. You've got to reach for that golden apple every day.
Crippling.
Well, it is. episode, we're going to talk about something way lighter.
I promise.
We promise. It might be the Olsen twins. We might be doing a Full House.
I want to do the Untold Stories next episode.
I want to do Full House revisited.
Whatever happened to the...
Because of Tennessee, the bullshit dirt is the burger dirty. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, the man is at your bowl.
Hey, this has been Contemporary
Inconvenience.
See y'all in the next episode, man.